Hello guys, welcome back on the RC channel. In today's video we are going to discuss the IndAS 109. In previous video we are already discussed the applicability and role of the IndAS 109. If you watch this video first time, I request you please watch our previous video for the understanding the applicability and role of the IndAS 109. So guys, for watching that video, please click on the iCard button or link of such video are also provided into description box. Go catch that link and watch the video. So guys, now without wasting too much time, let's start the discussion of the IndAS 109. So guys, basically we know that the IndAS 109 are deals with the recognition, derecognition and measurement of the financial instrument. And guys, we know that IndAS 32 are deals with the presentation of the financial instrument, and our upcoming video that IndAS 107 deals with the disclosure of such financial instruments. So guys, now in this video we are going to discuss the recognition, derecognition and measurement of the financial instrument. So guys, now we start the recognition. Under recognition we need to follow the two steps. So first step is classification of the financial instrument and second step is initial measurement of financial asset and financial liability. So guys, while we recognize the any financial instrument in the financial statement of an entity, in such case first of all, we classify the financial instrument into the financial asset and financial liability, and then we measure that financial asset and financial liability, and that is called as initial measurement of the financial asset and financial liability. So guys, now we proceed with the classification of the financial assets. Result of this classification are end on the measurement parts. So guys, recognition begins with the classification of the financial instrument and ends with the measurement of the financial instrument. So guys, now financial assets are classified in accordance with the para number 4.1.1 to para number 4.1.5. Guys, under these paras there are 6 alternative ways by which we can measure the financial asset into our financial statement. So guys, we discuss all that possibilities on each upcoming slides. So guys, this is our first slide, and in this slide there is some questions into the some boxes are placed and that are also italic, so that you can get the convenient to read that part or you can easily understand that part. So guys, I need your concentration to understand this concept, because if you don't understand this concept then you are unable to answer the question asked into the CMA examination. So guys, if entity hold any fixed asset for the collecting cash flow arising from such asset, such cash flow contain the principal or interest as well. If this condition are also satisfied, then the next step is if company elect fair value option for the eliminating the accounting mismatch, in such case fixed asset measure at fair value through profit and loss. So guys, this is our first part. So guys, again in this slide we are also going to discuss the another part. That part is if entity hold fixed asset for the collecting cash flow, then that cash flow are contain the principal and interest. But third situation are changed. That situation is company not elect the fair value option for the eliminating accounting mismatch. In this case, fixed asset are measured at amortized cost. So guys, our next slide is second slide. So guys, in this slide there is a second way or second possible way to measurement of the financial asset. That way is entity hold fixed asset for the collecting cash flow plus that cash flow not contain the principal and interest. So guys, in last slide we already discussed if such cash flow are contain the interest or principal, but in this slide we discuss from point of view that the cash flow does not contain the principal and interest. So guys, in this case fixed asset should be measured at fair value through profit and loss. Next, third slide. So guys, in this slide there is minor change. That change is if company not hold fixed asset for the collecting cash flow and such entity also not hold the fixed asset for the selling them, in such case fixed asset should be measured at fair value through profit and loss. Next is if company not hold fixed asset for the collecting cash flow but that entity hold the fixed asset for the selling them or collecting the cash flow from such asset. So guys, with these two condition, there is also one condition is stated by this IndAS, and that condition is cash flow not contain the principal and interest. In this case, fixed asset measure at fair value through profit and loss account. So guys, next, and that is fifth possible way, is if company not hold fixed asset for the collecting cash flow, but entity hold the fixed asset for the selling them and collecting cash flow from such asset, but cash flow represent the principal and interest. In fourth slide, we discuss this point from the point of view that cash flow not contain the principal and interest, but in this slide we discuss this point as a cash flow represent the principal and interest. In this case, there is one additional condition, and that condition is company elect the fair value measurement to the eliminate accounting mismatch. If this condition are satisfied, then that fixed asset are measured at the fair value through profit and loss. Now we discuss the sixth possible way of the measurement of the financial asset, and that way is if company not hold fixed asset for the collecting cash flow only, but an entity hold or company hold such fixed asset for the selling them and collecting cash flow from such asset, plus cash flow represent the principal and interest. But here one additional condition is that company not elect fair value measurement through profit and loss. In last fifth way, we discuss this point from point of view that company elect the fair value measurement to eliminate the accounting mismatch. But this sixth way we are going to discuss with the slight difference, and that difference is company not elect the fair value measurement through profit and loss. So guys, in this case, fair value should be measured at fair value through comprehensive income statement or other comprehensive income statement. So guys, this is our classification part of the fixed asset. Now we proceed to the measurement of the financial liability. So guys, measurement of the financial liability is quite easy, but there is some tricky point in the measurement of the financial asset, and we are already done with this part. If you don't understand the any part of the measurement of the financial asset, please go through the notes, and the link of that note are provided in the description box. Refer that notes for the preparation of the IndAS 109. So guys, now we proceed to measurement of the financial liability. All financial liability are measured at amortized cost, except there is some exception are provided by the IndAS 109, and that exceptions are financial liability which measure at fair value through profit and loss. Next exception is financial liability arises from the transfer of the financial asset. Next is financial guarantee. Fourth point is commitment to provide the loan at below market interest rate, and last is contingent consideration as per IndAS 103. So guys, this is the 5 part that is exception to measurement of the financial liability at amortized cost. So guys, now we're going to discuss the initial measurement. Except the trade receivable, the entity shall measure financial asset and financial liability at its fair value plus minus. So guys, trade receivable are measured at transaction prices, that is transaction value, that is actually happen between the two parties. So guys, next is entity where financial asset and financial liability not measured at fair value, then it should be measured at transaction costs that are attributable to the acquisition or issue of the financial asset and financial liability. So guys, there is one situation, and that situation is fair value is not equal to transaction price. Then there are two conditions, and that condition are satisfied, then that asset are initially measured at the fair value on trade date, and that condition are entity uses the settlement date for the accounting, and that asset subsequently measured at the amortized cost. So guys, if fair value is not equal to transaction price and entity uses the settlement date for the accounting, and that asset subsequently measured at the amortized cost, in such case financial asset are initially measured at fair value on the trade date. So guys, this is our initial measurement in case of the financial asset. Now we are going to discuss the subsequent measurement. After the initial measurement, entity shall measure the fixed asset at the accrual cost, fair value through the other comprehensive income, and fair value through the profit and loss. So guys, now we are going to discuss the derecognition of the financial asset, and this rule of the derecognition applied to all or part of the asset, that is group of the similar asset. So guys, if you have any entity having the same group of the asset like plant and machinery, furniture, we need to group of the similar asset under the similar head, and this derecognition rule shall applicable to all such group or any part of such group. So guys, entity shall derecognize the financial asset if and only if following two conditions are satisfied. That two conditions are the contractual right to the cash flow from the financial asset are expired, and next condition is when fixed asset transfer as explained in the para number 3.2.4 to 3.2.5. And guys, now we are going to discuss the derecognition of the financial liability. So guys, financial liability shall derecognize if and only if when entity is not required to pay any sum in respect of such financial liability. So guys, this is our Indian AS 109. I hope you get the concept behind the Indian AS 109. And guys, you need any conceptual video on the CFR subject, please leave comment in the comment section. I will try to provide that video for you. And also guys, please subscribe our channel and share our video with your friends, so guys they can also get benefit from this video. And guys, thank you for watching video. Thank you.